In 1993, the first International Academy for New Composition and Audio Art was held in the wonderful, culture-friendly silver city of Schwaz.
So we were trying to make something which was the cultural event in the very moment, also the very important social movement for the small town, which was beautiful, but in all times it was quite limited in modern art program.
Wenn die Bezirksstädte in Tirol
If the local towns in Tyrol can develop initiatives of their own, if they can show that here are creative groups of people with definite ideas they wish to realise, then it is primarily our duty to help them to do so. If these endeavours have substantial special content, then it is all the more important to support them.
eine Besonderheit darstellt, dann ist es umso mehr notwendig, das zu stützen.
Die Avantgarde hat eine Vorreiterrolle.
The society avant-garde has assumed the role of pioneer, and this is never easy. Like a snowplow, that here in Tyrol has cleared the way for other initiatives to follow.
Für viele andere Initiativen, die hinterherkommen. Die Avantgarde hat diese
The avant-garde has fulfilled this role very well in Schwaz.
Neue Musik erklärt sich nicht immer von selbst und
New music is not always self-explanatory, and the avant-garde certainly isn't.
widerständig.
The avant-garde may be abrasive, not frightening, but as befits the cutting edge. To be in the forefront, it must work with a correspondingly pointed and sharply formulated profile. Otherwise it cannot break out of the current uniformity, out of the general drift and move forward. It runs with a crowd and ceases to be the cutting edge. In order to make that clear, and in order to find the necessary awareness, it needs to operate in as wide-reaching an environment as possible.
Also man ist dann lange Mitläufer und nicht wirklich Speerspitze. Und um das verständlich zu machen und auch für diese Musik entsprechende Aufmerksamkeit zu finden, ist es sicher notwendig, in einem so groß wie nur denkbaren Umfeld zu agieren.
Perhaps International Academy sounds immoderate. However, when one considers that, unlike literature, that first has to be translated, which doesn't always work, music can be understood just as easily all over the world, we must conclude that music is something wonderful, in the same way as painting. In 1993, a great opportunity arose. I was invited to teach selected, highly gifted composers in Schwaz. Here, the inspiration lay with Marianne Pens van Stappershoef. She was so enthusiastic about the idea of teaching new music that I joined the project with great pleasure and satisfaction. I enjoy composing. I compose a lot and would be unhappy if I could not pass on what I have learned over the past 50 years. I have come to realize that composition should be taught individually to young composers. We hold no assemblies, no discussions, we simply compose. That means I pose a problem and demonstrate how to solve it by composing in front of the student. From a psychological point of view, composition is a rather tricky business.